Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to Ghost Talk. Continuing with the last video, Nuke's top five scary ghost videos for nightmares, right where we left off. So, hope you're ready and getting buckled in. We're going to get into this. I'm not going to waste any more time. Don't forget, of course, I am recording this over on Twitch, twitch.tv/EctoMaster. I'll remind you at the end of the video. Link is down below. And, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and let's do it.
The railway to nowhere. YouTube gamer and urban explorer Mr. Omega often goes on overnight challenges to explore abandoned and spooky places in his country of New Zealand. This time he plans to stay overnight in the deserted Spooner's Tunnel, an old train pass that was dug out of the mountain by hand back in 1891. Unfortunately, the railway line suffered financial difficulties and the tunnel was never connected to the railway system. The tunnel was eventually closed and dismantled back in 1955. The passageway was dubbed, quote, the railway to nowhere. YouTuber Mr. Omega decides that the creepy old abandoned tunnel is the perfect spot to film an overnight challenge.
Okay, here we are here. The only person I have with me is Max. You know, man's best friend and everything. Oh man, look at that. There's a vehicle over there that's burnt out too. Oh man, look at it. Hope it's not a popular spot for people to come up and do gosh knows what. Okay, I'll pull over here. Okay, before we even go into the tunnel, as you can see, it's totally pitch black. It's too dark to go in there without any
resolution. Jump. There we go.
Source of light. So that's the next thing we need to get out of the pack.
Don't know why you didn't have that out in the first place.
This is my massive dolphin torch. It's a really good torch, as you can see. It pretty much shines right down to the end of the tunnel there, so this thing will do the trick, I'm sure.
So Mr. Omega and his loyal doggy Max head into the tunnel to find a spot to set up camp for the night.
I managed to secure myself a place to stay for the night, and as you can see out here, it is totally dark now. The sun's gone right down. There's no more light left. If I turn my light off, now this is the freaky thing. When I turn this light off, it is totally pitch black and silent. You ready? Here we go. Wow. That's spoopy, if you ask me. I feel good having the dog here. Where are you, Max? Max! There you are, there he is. I feel better having my dog with me. I mean, obviously, if I didn't have Max, it'd be a little bit creepy. Obviously, I feel like safer with my dog being here. He will always bark if anyone comes uninvited to visit us in the night. So I'll always...
So, just as a quick reference, it's also good because dogs, cats have been known to detect the paranormal. It's been theorized that they can detect it. I've seen video evidence of dogs interacting with things and cats interacting with things that were not there. Sometimes it's debunkable, other times it's rather interesting. It's usually, if a dog is behaving like a dog normally would, it's probably not paranormal. If a dog is behaving in a protective or aggressive manner, it's probably paranormal.
Always wake up. I'm a light sleeper as well, so I'm always going to wake up to hearing Max's bark. Don't know, Max, I'm always...
That's why there's some videos I've watched where it's like, you're hearing noises coming from the basement, but the dog is not reacting in any way, shape, or form. It may just be wagging its tail, which tells me that the dog knows who is downstairs. We have dogs where family members have come in to our current house, and they have been very, very vocal and very protected because the house is so much bigger, and it is their space, and it's not like where it was before, where it was kind of a tight space, and they're actually more protective of the larger space than they are of the smaller space. We don't know why, but that's what they are.
I'm gonna hear what you're gonna say.
Around 4 a.m., things start to get really weird.
Sorry guys, my ad blocker is doing some weird shit.
No cell reception inside the tunnel, and so along with dog Max, he heads back to the opening to check his phone. After that, he starts to trek back inside the tunnel.
The goodest boy.
And then this
Good
happens.
boy, Max.
We're gonna complete our overnight challenge. Yes, we do. All right, Max, let's go back in. Here it is. Woo, Max. Oh, Gosh damn tripod. I hear some sort of tune out of it. Max, come here. Come here. Oh, shit. Max.
Max thinks he wants to play.
Who's that, Max? What the actual? Can you guys hear that? Oh. Max, where is it? I don't know if you guys can hear this on the camera, but there's something. What is that? What the? Hello? What is that? Max, what is that? Hello?
It's a toy.
Is there somebody here? That's just creepy as... What the hell? Is anyone here? What is that? Oh!
Yep, there's a guy there. It's just a guy. It's probably somebody who's homeless. And it's trying to scare him away from his area,
A
which
creepy
makes
little
sense.
toy is just lying in the middle of the path, playing a warbly rendition of Happy Birthday. Omega turns
Or
around and is
chiptune
shocked out of
version.
his skin as he sees a man lurching toward him out of a crevice in the tunnel
Not really
wall.
lurching, he's just kind of
Just makes
standing
a
there.
run for it. Now, Mr. Omega says that he is absolutely stunned by what happened.
You can see he has a
He
shadow
has
of a
no
person.
idea why anyone would be hiding in the cold abandoned train tunnel at 4 a.m. Especially because the tunnel is in the middle of nowhere, miles away from any
It's a homeless
house.
person.
Another truly baffling part of this incident is that the dog Max did not react at all to the creepy stranger.
Because the guy
Almost
was
like
probably
the
there
man
for a
was
bit
Not even there. And perhaps most disturbing of all,
and didn't notice him.
why did whoever this was set out a creepy little toy in the path? Either way,
To scare that
paranormal or
guy.
not, this encounter is absolutely terrifying.
No, definitely.
You
I
can
mean,
watch
it's
the
freaky as
entire
shit.
exploration.
Looks like
over
an
on the
older
YouTube
gentleman.
channel, Mr. Omega.
Thankfully, he's
As one
okay.
door closes. This next video was posted to YouTube over 12 years ago by an anonymous YouTube account. The video was filmed by David Ortiz, the custodian of Sawyer Elementary School in Chicago, Illinois. David is alerted by a teacher named Evelyn who claims that she saw a door in the back of the school's boiler room inexplicably slam shut, all on its own. David films as he and teacher Evelyn go back to the boiler/storage room to investigate. What happens next is truly bizarre.
I'm with Evelyn Sims. We're using this recording here due to a statement. She says that there's been things in the back area that have been... All right, explain to us what happened, Evelyn.
I was looking at my little supplies, and I don't want to go back here.
Well, I'm here now. Oh, don't worry.
But you gonna with me?
All right, what happened?
The soldier shit on his own and just sit by himself, David. I don't know if I want to go. I don't feel
All right.
good about that.
All right, hang on, just wait.
I don't want to go back there.
Let me just take a look. Now, you say what happened now?
So, there's going to be a lot that I have an issue with on this, and I'll explain why I think this whole thing is set up and staged in just a moment.
Door shut by itself. Itself, Dave.
All right. Let me see.
I can't tell if the door is inside or outside. I don't know what door they're talking
I'm not going back
about.
there either.
Was you scared? I'm not going back there. I'm good. I got a funny feeling about this. Oh, David. I don't think I want to go there.
Come on, go ahead.
No,
Evelyn, just go.
no.
I'm right here. I see the door. All right, go get your stuff. I'm right here.
Oh, David, I'm scared.
Don't be. Hold on, wait a minute. Just wait. Is there anybody back here? Go ahead.
No.
What's that? Oh my God. No way. No way.
Did you see it? I told.
Hold on, let's go.
Mr. Ortiz or
Stand by, stand by. Oh my god, oh my god.
A chair in the back of the boiler room suddenly slides forward all on its own, giving both David and Evelyn the scare of a lifetime. Somewhere nearby, we hear the loud clang of something metallic being thrown or pushed to the ground, and David's video just cuts out.
Okay. He refused to go forward. That is very suspicious, especially since, you know, she got him to come help her. He refused. He starts moving forward, and then next thing you know, he's pushing her forward. Very, very odd. Why would he be doing that? Number two, as soon as she gets close to the chair, it starts moving. Gee, he's behind her. He pushes her forward. He tells her to move. He's recording the whole thing. Wow. I wonder what could possibly be going on here. Could it be he's pranking her? Yep. My money's on that.
The two school employees have no explanation for what happened. Now, after this video was posted to YouTube, many former students of Sawyer Elementary came forward to say that they too had experienced paranormal activity while attending the school.
Which is fine.
Anyway, so I guess...
But stories are stories. What we're being presented with here can obviously be staged.
I don't have to ask.
And more than
Did you
likely
see
was.
it?
What's that? Oh my.
Did you see it? I told.
But could Sawyer Elementary School be haunted? As always, you decide.
He's got a fishing line on. He's just pulling it.
Pitch black. Reddit user NoTel411 claims that his aunt and her family were on vacation and he was house sitting for them. Then, one night, he spots something on her child's nanny cam that makes his blood run cold.
I don't know if I'm seeing or
Okay, first and foremost, learn how to film.
tripping, but check this out.
Zooming up on your face. I don't know what I'm doing with a
So
camera.
this is my aunt's son's room, right? There's no one in here,
Hey, R2D2.
right? Nothing. Closet.
Okay. Good on you.
Nothing. Got a nanny camera in here.
Learn to film in high res, please.
Alright, now tell me, right on the monitor here, tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room.
It does, but what it is called, you got backlight here that is hitting all the, it's Paradolia. You're thinking you're seeing something, it's not there.
Like,
Like I've checked, like went back and forth 3 times, and I
so, okay, nothing, right?
It's nothing but Paradolia. That's all it is because of the way that the sun is coming in and hitting everything. Everything's getting backlit, but the camera can't adjust to it, so it looks awkward. Like, look at how the camera here makes it look much darker in there than it really is, because his camera is focused on this and the brightness of the screen here. His nanny cam isn't adjusting for the change in light. So it looks like there's somebody in there. There really isn't. It's called Paradolia.
I want to go back in there.
You're seeing something where there is nothing.
I have an idea. Put this light right here. And put this right here.
Like, there's the thing that's on the desk right there. shadow that it's casting. There's stuff in the background
Okay,
of
so
the
I'm going
under
into
the
room,
desk.
I'm gonna go grab it.
That's just the T-Rex. I mean, it's just a very bad, like, it's not moving, it's not doing anything, it's just Paradolia.
Okay. Make sure it's clear. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Also, you have like half battery, my dude. You might want to start plugging in. Also, what's up with the weird sound? There's no reason for the weird sound.
Okay,
That means
alright.
he edited that in.
There is definitely something in there.
No, there isn't. You're freaking out over nothing. Like, your camera can't even focus on it
A
because...
small dark figure appears to be standing in the child's room behind a stuffed dinosaur, but in front of the desk. However, when he goes into the room, there's nothing there. Baffled
Like, you
by
can
what
see
he's
the
seeing, he
dinosaurs on
attempts
the
to,
back wall there.
well, just pitch a ball at it. But the creepy figure doesn't move. Reddit user Notel411 says that he did not go back inside the room for the rest of his stay, and he still has no idea what the security camera captured.
Nothing.
The Lady of the Lake. Paranormal investigators Casey and Colton from the YouTube channel Mindseed TV.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop for a moment. And we're going to continue the video, but I just want to say, I used to watch Mindseed, and there was some stuff from Mindseed that I thought was genuine. But the more that I watched, and the more that I thought, and the more that I saw, I realized they're staging absolutely everything. They don't go to any known locations. They don't go to... There's always an unknown location that they refuse to give any information about. Don't give the name of the people that they're dealing with, where the location is, just a location. I think they've gone to a couple of known locations, but nothing major. Every time that I have seen their shit, especially as of late, it has been staged. One of the worst offenders where I burst out laughing. One of the guys was appeared to be knocked down and then dragged across the floor. I, in my many years of watching evidence, have never, ever seen something like that happen. I have seen camera equipment hit people. I have seen things disappear. I have heard voices from nowhere. I have seen things move. Never have I seen a ghost knock a person down and then drag them across the floor. And I don't mean like slowly pull, like yanked as if they were on a tow line on a boat or a car. That does not happen. It does happen in movies. The biggest problem that I have with Mindseed is that they will do evidence and show you all this crazy stuff happening, like, oh, the room is shaking. Yet they have a camera right above and don't show you what's going up above the room that they're shaking in, which begs the question, what's happening?
Set out to investigate an allegedly haunted lake house in southern Georgia. The property belongs to an older couple who claims that an evil presence is making their lives a living hell. Now, the backstory is that the home's previous residents were a young couple who were having serious marital problems. The wife had an affair, and it is believed that the husband discovered her indiscretion. Very suspiciously, one day, the wife just disappeared. After weeks of searching, the woman's drowned body was found in the lake near the home. The current owners say that they have experienced everything from objects moving on their own to doors slamming in the middle of the night. To make things even more disturbing, every time something unexplainable happens, they seem to find insects, frogs, and even snakes by the dozens inside their small home.
Oh, you live near a lake, I'm not
Mindseed team
surprised.
Casey and Colton are invited to spend
It
the night at
happens.
the property to investigate. When
I live in Central Florida. There's bugs fucking everywhere.
exploring inside the house, it doesn't take long before something happens that they simply can't explain.
Wherever your presence is, you can talk to us. Scan? What does that mean?
Maybe scan the house?
Maybe. What is it actually asking us to scan right now?
Honestly, this house reminds me of another one that they've been to. It just looks very similar to it, very familiar.
That chair just moved right there. What is it actually asking us to scan right now?
What just f***ing happened?
Something broke and the chair just moved.
Oh my god.
Yep, we got glass in here. There's glass everywhere in here.
That was
Nice. Roach. Is that a big ass roach?
Yeah.
There's something.
Or water bug.
A chair slides across the floor and a wine glass falls and shatters. But what makes it even creepier is that they suddenly find roaches everywhere in the kitchen.
Yeah, at least in
Now,
Florida, they're not
a little
that
freaked
big.
out by what just happened, the Mindseed TV guys decide to go outside to do a spirit box session inside a barn that is very near the lake. What happens in the barn shocks them to their core.
Sorry for that, guys. I have an ad blocker and it's just not working properly. Don't know why.
My first reaction was to mute the spirit box, so I muted the spirit box and we were just listening for a moment.
Your first reaction is to mute the spirit box, not investigate the sound. My first reaction would be investigate the sound.
Trying to see if we could hear maybe another one or like any kind of follow-up noises.
Again, your first reaction is to run. You're there to investigate the paranormal. Something paranormal happens. You back up and turn around and look. These idiots run away.
I can't explain to you what emotionally and mentally went on there. It was like everything that I had a choice of to think about shut off and instinct just kicked in.
Apparently.
Tell me you heard that. Tell me you heard that.
Dude.
Casey asks whether
A
they are
fish.
communicating with the
Or a
woman that was
gator.
found in
Or
the
a frog.
lake. And all hell breaks loose as the entire barn begins to shake, sending the investigators running for safety. Just then, they hear a loud sound. Something is sloshing around in the lake. For their final investigation, they decide to use a Ouija board to attempt to contact the spirit of the drowned woman. They set up their board and equipment on a dock right next to the lake. It did not go well.
Is there more than one of you here?
Can you give us an initial? Can you give us your name? Can you give us anything?
The two investigators are absolutely horrified as they see the face of a woman emerge from the water. Casey claims that he could clearly see eyes and dark wet hair before the two guys just made a run for it. The Mindseed TV team says that they've never experienced anything like what happened that night. So could this be the spirit of the woman who lost her life
No.
in the lake?
It's got a reflection,
Or
number one, you can
could
see
it all
it.
just be a very elaborate hoax?
Yes, it is.
You decide.
I have come to the conclusion that Mindseed is staging all the stuff that they have done, and I refuse to watch any of their videos anymore. Everything that I have watched from them after a certain point was just obviously being staged, and I'm not happy with it.
Thanks so much for watching.
They're,
Please subscribe
they're
and hit the-
charlatans and hoaxes and frauds. They are right there with Jen Barari doing nothing better, just making entertainment, not gathering actual evidence. That'll be everything for this episode, guys. We did get it in a two-parter. This one a little bit longer than the other one. I apologize, but, you know, we had that bit of a long stretch. Again, I do this live over on Twitch, twitch.tv/EctoMaster. And as new guys, the subscribe button up there. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell to know when more Ghost Talk videos go live. Until then, I will see you guys in the next one.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.